Hello and welcome to A Real Blogger versus Alex Sink. I'm your host, Pokematic. I thought I was done with this series. I thought that I retired it. I thought that there was nothing else to say on it, but apparently there's more. uh, because of this coronavirus COVID 19 lockdown and HBO saying we're going to let people stream part of our library for free, I decided to check out their series Silicon Valley. And I gotta say, this is basically what Alex Inc. was trying to be. That's all I can say is that this is what Alex Inc. was trying to be. I emphasize the trying because this came out before Alex Inc., so I know that this came first, this did it better. And Alex Inc. is a cheap imitator because this is a series about these guys that live in Silicon Valley, California, and they end up creating an app that is revolutionary and has these billionaires constantly trying for them. And it's a TV show about a startup company. And unlike Alex Inc., it actually gets a fair amount of it right. I mean, I don't know tech startups the same way that I know podcasting, but I do know that after watching and following various different tech startups and seeing the ones that are either successful or that crash and burn, I can say that yes, this gets a lot of things right. And it does a lot of things right. So, first off, I mean, just general writing, the characters, the stories that they get involved in, and the how everyone interacts and whatnot. I mean, it's all pretty good, but just the actual attention to detail of how these sort of things happen. Because, like, there's this one episode where there's a legal battle based on use of company property and who owns the intellectual property rights. And having actually read through one of those sort of contracts, I know that it's an actual thing that people have to worry about. And they actually have an episode where they talk about running out of money and funding and finances and stuff, and they do all that they can in order to cut as much funding as they can, but they still have a pretty high burn rate. And it's not making me scream, sell your office, get rid of your 10,000 grand, $10,000 office, because they're running this out of their house. There's some legal complications around running it out of their house. And that actually is pretty good as well, because I've actually looked into the laws of hosting websites through just commercial end user, or not commercial, customer user based internet providers. And yeah, it's a big deal. And talking about I built this out of a leftover Bitcoin mining rig. I'm like, yeah, I don't know a whole lot about how Bitcoin mining works and whatnot, but I do know that it requires some pretty heavy horsepower. So yeah, it's feasible that you could make a server out of Bitcoin mining rigs. And you could run into problems with trying to run a business that is using utilities on a business level out of a residential property. It's a serious problem. And there's other problems with trying to find investors and investors being crazy. And right now I'm just going to go up to some of the other episode descriptions. Yeah, there's also the concept and problem of some company kind of reverse engineering your idea, and that actually happens. I know that there's a whole lot of legal ramifications and stuff, but it's like the Nintendo NES lockout chip and how to bypass that and how companies ended up going about it, and data security and when do you hire more people versus when you don't? And there's the thing about Kickstarter, and it's like, this is actually knows what it's talking about. I mean, if this was like a series about podcasting, then I'd say this is amazing. But, I've seen that's about tech startups, but, I still think it's pretty cool. Granted, it's HBO, TV MA, and we're going to utilize that MA rating. There's some pretty uh, explicit language, and occasionally there's like nudity and stuff, and it definitely just pushes and is offensive just to be offensive because they're HBO and they can do what they want. But I mean, if you can look beyond that, then I'd say you might want to check it out. It's definitely leagues better than Alex Inc. I can definitely say that. And HBO, if you could like do Alex Inc. properly, like find a way to make a TV show about a startup podcast and online content producers, I think you actually might be able to actually do it right, because you're kind of nailing this thing with the startups. And yeah, I give Alex Inc. or not Alex Inc. Silicon Valley a recommendation. Right now, because of this virus, it's available for free, so check it out. All right, well, this has been Pokemax signing off, and bye-bye. Hey there, everyone. Welcome to the end card. Yeah, from like the first episode, I kind of saw like, hey, this kind of seems like it's sort of Alex Inc. done right. And then as I'm watching, I'm like, yeah, this is Alex Inc. done right. And I mean, I just had to kind of make a little extra podcast or episode of this just to say that, it's possible to do this sort of thing right. And just kind of give a recommendation. And, with everyone going stir crazy because of lockdown, maybe you might want to check this out. Because, as I said, it's available for free right now on HBO for like a month or so, or like another half month or something. I don't know. But depending on when you're watching this, I'm recording this on April 7th. It's available for free right now. So, check it out if you can stomach the profanity and TV, MA, mature adult content. Yeah, there's also just some other, I'll just say icky stuff, but I don't want to like ruin your perception of it. Let you make your own decision. But yeah, it earns its TVMA rating. I'll just put it at that. So yeah, recommended videos. I got a playlist on my website of all the past episodes of A Real Blogger versus Alex Inc. So, check those out. Just see how Alex Inc. fails as a series. Just complete an utter dumpster fire of a series that has absolutely no idea what it's talking about. So yeah, there's that. And if you enjoyed this video, consider giving it a like, upvote, buzz, whatever you need to do to show your love. If you want to see more from me, consider subscribing. This is probably going to be the last time that you're ever going to see another episode of A Real Blogger versus Alex Inc. Unless for some reason they end up bringing the series back. Or I end up finding a series about a podcasting company, and maybe I'll end up having to do a spin-off series or stuff. But I'm pretty sure that seeing that we haven't gotten any more episodes of Alex Inc., I'm pretty sure that series is dead. Okay, so yeah. Subscribe to me or don't. I don't care. Reverse psychology. I'm tired. It's been so long since I actually like recorded a podcast and stuff like this. It's like I'm feeling a little rusty, but it's rambling end cards. You can help support the show by supporting me on Patreon or checking out Swag Bucks or whatever other affiliate links I got in there right now. I think I got a Hulu affiliate link. I think I had to take out the Bitcoin Faucet Rotator because like the Rotator site went under. Yeah. I got some ways in which you can help support me. That's the key takeaway. check out my website. I've got a Twitter if you don't want to follow me on like the alternative video platforms I use. Check me out on Twitter. You'll find stuff that you won't find on other places because that's like because I upload so many different places and do so many different places. It's kind of hard to keep track of everything. But yeah, there's that. I don't know. I'm tired. Good night, everybody.